All right, Ty Young signed to the Vancouver Canucks. How does that sound?
Sounds great. It's a dream come true, and it's an honor to kind of get, was able to sign with my childhood organization, and always cheered for him growing up, and it's a pretty cool achievement.
Take me to the camp. Obviously, you seem really good from yourself from the outside looking in, from the stuff that you read online and everything. But maybe just your thoughts on how camp went. It seemed like it went really well.
Yeah, it was great. I think the biggest key for me going in was show myself and show my improvement. I think that's kind of one of the biggest things that they look for is improvement and not just how good you are right now, and kind of see, especially as a goalie, usually they develop later. So you just kind of want to show your potential. And I think kind of at this camp I showed the potential and the improvement and the ability to learn. And I think that was kind of one of the biggest reasons I was able to get the contract offer.
Is there anything you can pinpoint that you want to take from that camp that you can bring back to the Prince George Cougars to what is hoped to be a really good hockey team?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that the goalie coaches and stuff we're talking about there is just your pace. I think if you kind of bring your pace back up here and you're able to play faster than this league, I think they'll slow it down a lot and have a lot more confidence for your team. And obviously we have a lot of offensive power here, and you just want to be able to be that backstop so they can have the freedom to play and do what they do.
I know I asked Riley this question and we talked a little bit about it, but a lot of veterans obviously there that have played a lot of NHL games. Goalie, you're a player. Is there anyone in particular that you learned a lot from at this camp specifically?
Yeah, I think obviously you kind of look at Demko and stuff, and you kind of watch his practice habits and his off-ice habits too. And I think he's one of the biggest things. And even just the guys around you, everybody's pro there. Everybody's been through it. Everybody kind of knows what it takes, and you see the work ethic that it takes to kind of get to that point. And you just kind of just soak it in like a sponge, I guess. So.
And now you're back in Prince George. Obviously, a really good team. Did you get to watch the first two games at all? And maybe just your thoughts from what you saw online.
Yeah, I definitely watched the first game, and that was a pretty entertaining one, obviously, for us. There was lots of offense there, and even just I was really happy for Ravensburg to get his first shutout in his first game. So texted him after and said congrats and everything. And yeah, it's a great achievement for him, and I was really happy to watch that. And even just the next game after that, he was making great saves, and I was really happy for him too. So obviously it was kind of not the weekend we both wanted with a full suite, but I think there was lots of positives in that weekend, and it was really good to watch.
And potentially a guy that you could be working with in Ravensburg, and a guy that seems like he works his tail off. I know you've practiced him a select number of times, but I'm assuming that's one thing you've noticed probably is his work ethic and again how hard he does things.
Yeah, he's kind of came in here and just worked his butt off to kind of get to the point. Nobody was really expecting him to kind of get to this point, I don't think, and he kind of just took it by storm, and it's been good. I was really impressed with him, and I was actually really, really surprised when he came to camp and saw his work ethic and how kind of well he was taking it, and even just his demeanor and calmness on the ice, and it's not kind of just not taking anything for granted, which I think is key. So yeah.
And now talk a little bit about sticking with Ravensburg. Obviously, you're going to kind of take the lead this year in the crease. Talk a little about being a leader in net after learning behind Brennan and sharing the crease with him, and going forward with this Cougar organization. Kind of what you're expected to take the majority of the net there.
Yeah, I think just kind of especially in practices and stuff, you want to kind of show them the ropes a little bit, kind of show them. I don't know, just special tricks and stuff like that, kind of things you want to pick up on the plays and stuff with faster hockey, and then even you just want to show them kind of the battle in the heart. You don't want to just you still want them to kind of see the grit that it kind of takes, and the battle and compete that you need to have, and he'll push me too. He's a really good goalie, so he'll still kind of give me that little push to be my best self, and that's what you want in a goalie partner, and I think it'll be really good to have him this year. So.
One final one for you. Just how excited are you to be back in Prince George Cougars? You're obviously in the NHL, great experience there, but to be back in Prince George and going forward with big things expected for this team.
Yeah, I think this year it'll be a big stepping stone from last year, and we had a really good year last year, winning the first playoff round in a long time. So I think this year it's just kind of building off of that, and seeing what it took from Seattle last year, and was able to play that great team and kind of see what it took, and I think we kind of learned a lot from them, and that kind of put a chip on our shoulders to kind of come back this year, and everybody was pretty prepared for it. Even just looking at like the fitness testing results of the team and stuff, like I think everybody's in like their best shape possible right now, and I think it's going to be pretty exciting here.
I got one more. You got every camp. You got to see Chico. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a former Cougars equipment manager, a long time. Must be cool to share stories and reconnect with him every fall.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome seeing him there, and he always kind of comes and dabs me up when he sees me there and stuff. So it's really funny, and yeah, it's also just a great connection to have there. It kind of makes it feel like a little bit more like home, and just kind of feel more comfortable from that. And yeah, it's just a great feeling to have him there.